live.
Ooh.
Good morning, everyone. Please share this out because we've got a wonderful show for you today, but plus we have announcements of our own. We have the Emily Harrison, the founder and director of the Akashic Academy and the principal prefect of the Lightworkers Academy Mystery School that she has there. We love our Emily. She is our Akashic Records mentor. She is a healer. She is a clairvoyant. She is a goddess. I can't go on like Amanda Marie,
Yes.
but I could try. But she is a really super mom, which is one of the most important jobs in the world. And she does that with wisdom and grace. And she has lots of things coming in because she makes it real in all our lives. And she's just a really great person and a good friend. And I can't believe that we have all this that's been given to us through Emily. And she wouldn't have it. She's like an alchemist for humans. And
Yeah.
so I really, really, really honor it. And I'm super happy she's here on our final episode. And we'll say that final episode on the Akashic Academy, even though we will be broadcasting here next week. This is our final episode on the Akashic Network. And just let me say that when we started this journey with Emily, I said, sure, because it's only going to last 3 months anyways. And here we are more than a year and a half later, and we don't know what direction we're going in still. We're still taking this
Time to fly.
and going to fly with it. Because, you know, we were just terrified to be alive, and here we are talking to you now, like without scripts that we've rehearsed 60 times through the week. So, Emily, we're going to ask Teresa to give you a little bit of an introduction. So please share this out, and of course, whoever shares it the most this week will win with Bex Marie, and I'm going to share it out while you're talking.
Well, yeah, it's hard to follow the introduction that you gave, Emily. So it's true. All of us who have come to learn under Emily, we've really been doing this for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, learning from Emily. And it is such a huge blessing to be able to have the internet to reach out to each other and find each other all again. And I could feel all the different ones of us. We all know each other, and we've been doing this light work before, always guided by our goddess Emily. And it's been exciting. She's an amazing mentor. She holds space and belief in you even before you can do it for yourself. In fact, she makes that nest for us, the very nest that we're all getting ready to leave right now. Emily has nurtured us and helped us along, and we would not be here without her. Emily, abundance of infinity love forever and ever to you. Welcome to the last spirit sessions.
Thank you. It's such a, wow, so much more emotion, like different kind of emotion coming out now than when I was hanging with Amanda Marie. I have a completely different relationship with you girls.
Yes.
Teresa, you were my very, very first student ever.
Yes, yes.
And Rhonda and Bex, who is here today, all in that very first class, like Rhonda, that's what Rhonda was referencing when she said, oh, this will be 3 months together. Because my Akashic Record Mastermind program is a 3-month program. And you've watched and experienced not only your dramatic change and what you've been through and what we've been through as a collective, but me too. You've seen the behind the scenes of girl from Missouri coming along here in life. And yeah, I've always been outside of the box and been somebody to go for the big dreams, like go play in the big leagues. Thank you for coming with me, both of you, and Bex too. It's just been a really incredible journey and such a humble one for me to witness the growth in you, and to receive the love back from you guys is really touching to me. I love you guys.
Oh, hugs and hugs. Akashic hugs.
Karen K is saying, Goose, I love you so much.
Karen.
I'm so excited to see what's next.
Hey, Karen.
We want to let you all know that because Emily's letting her birds fledge, so it's a birder term, um, we will still be carrying on spirit sessions for the time being. It's just going to be a different place. We're not sure where we're going to land, but we will be coming from our page. So, it's great. And we just, and we're still going to be part of the Akashic Academy because we all need our tribe. And we're a part of that.
We do.
We're the insider tribe, and we need that. So,
Yes, I'm really excited. Well, first of all, just to Karen K, my chief out there, I love you. Karen K is also part of that original family, and we knew at that point in time that we were souls coming together for a really powerful resurrection of a mission here on the planet. You were very much a part of that. I'm very much excited that as my focus into the Academy membership, this training ground for light workers, our mystery school deepens. To bring you on, Teresa and Rhonda and Dax as master teachers in the areas that each of you have developed in the Akashic Records. Because we all, once we learn to access this space of master intelligence, we begin to assimilate knowledge, pull pieces together. There's so much more to be learned after we learn how to access this space. And all of you in the very beginning, as you were growing and you were watching me grow with this course, you know that creating teachers is something that was always on my mind.
Yes.
And I didn't know what it was going to look like. And I still don't know. Like all of the transition that we're all going through right now with the network and Amanda taking over, shows that are coming and the shows that are going over to their own pages and then other networks that are starting. It all looks a little cloudy like this during the transition time. But I want to assure every person out there who is watching and who has been along for this journey, regardless of when you jumped on the train, we are all still here to support you, your growth, to continue the growing process together. The pieces are rearranging. It's looking a little bit different. But stay connected with those that you feel that soul vibration with, that you have met here, because we are all continuing to grow, to fly, to stand in powerful missions, and to bring you training, master level expertise that will allow you to continue and grow. So Rhonda, Bex, Teresa, I'm inviting all of you to come over and bring special programs to the members of the Akashic Academy, because we need your expertise.
Let's do it.
And the journey continues.
It does. Yes, it does. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful coming together like this. And even seeing all your new students and everything, we get to watch them grow. Since we came first with you, we get to watch them grow. And look, it's like, oh my gosh, I remember when they first came, what they were like. Now look how their life is transformed. So yeah, it's been a beautiful ride. Whew. A good family.
And truly, it's so special for me to spend this time with the two of you. I know Bexy's can't be here today, but she's a very special part of this tribe too, because of the connection that we made in the very beginning. We set templates of growth within the Akashic Records of how understanding how to use this tool in our everyday life will grow and expand human civilization quantumly. And all of you were huge pieces in creating that template. You showing up in those beginning stages, those beginning moments, and embracing the work, and with open hearts and open minds willing to grow. We created such a powerful energy that is transforming people's lives. I am so excited to live in a world where every human being recognizes this ability like they recognize their ability to breathe. When we tune in to master level intelligence, we witness ourselves from unconditional love and zero judgment, our society will transform, every single bit of it. And this is the foundational piece that needs to happen within our own energy chemistry, within our bodies, to support this kind of its shift in consciousness. And with the transformations, the shifts that are happening with the academy, with the network, with the membership program, it's given me the opportunity to focus on how do I get this message out to the masses, that this is one of the most important tools to hold the space in your life for the transformation that you do.
Yes.
Yeah, because before I took my class with you, and I had heard of the Akashic Records, and I kind of didn't really know what they were. I didn't really know what they were. I didn't realize that I had been accessing them all along. And we used to talk about it, we'd joke about it, now I'm just talking out of my ass. But when we start blabbing off something and I'm going, yeah, like, where did that come from? I didn't even recognize it. And I think a lot of people are the same, that your mentorship gives them that focus and gives them that lens that they can see, oh, this is what this is. This is real. And this is how I expand and start listening. And even,
Exactly.
yeah, we all have that ability.
I
but
get
you just
that.
kind of put that light switch on. So.
It's like putting it under the microscope. It's blurry. You don't know you're kind of feeling it, and then you click it and you're like, oh, that's what that is. That's how I use that. Oh, hang on, and then it just continues to unravel from there. There is no end to the energy that begins to open and unlock for us when we recognize we have this tool. But it's the recognition and it's learning the skills of how to use it. And you want to know what the biggest thing is? Because do you guys agree? This is such a high level of access. When we recognize, oh my gosh, within our being, we can access any intelligence that we want. No one can lie to you. No one can hide information from you. You can't lie to yourself.
Oof, oof.
This becomes a very big deal. In order to access this, if you have not undergone a transformation of stripping away your programming and learning to love yourself, the essence of who you are, love, forgive, neutralize karma for yourself and everyone around you, you don't get clear access. You can get a little clarity as it's coming into focus, but it doesn't become clear to you. It does not become unlocked to you until you have actually moved into that space of consciousness of self-love. Because the information is so powerful, we can destroy each other with it.
I love
So
that.
when I mentor people with that understanding, with that reflection of that responsibility of the access that I'm giving people, I must take them through a powerful transformation that strips away the programming, allows you to see in clarity, oh, this is what's going on. Oh, this is how this shaped me. Oh, this is who I really am.
Yeah.
And we begin to witness ourselves in that way. You cannot help but to shift and change. You cannot help but to become healed when you witness yourself in a space of wholeness, when you understand what was going on in that moment, when you took on a density, a belief that didn't serve you. When all of a sudden it all makes sense, you can't help but to let that go and move on. You can't help but
Let
to
go
become,
in love.
yes, you can't help but to
Yeah.
become grounded in your own self-confidence when you're witnessing yourself from a space of unconditional love and zero judgment for so long. You're like, damn, all right, okay, I'm gonna let it go. It's the nature of what happens when we work in this space. And it's powerful. I cannot wait until we get this in the hands of scientists, researchers, doctors, psychologists. This will be a huge shift on our planet. But we're working on the microcosm first. We're working on we are the doctors. We have the medicine within us. We are the researchers. Whatever you're passionate and curious about, especially as a child, you're meant to dive in and learn more and to bring more knowledge that this world has never even known about that topic. And you have an access point to do it. You just don't know how to use it yet. We're learning.
We have to be the light in our own little corners, right? We have to be the light in our own little corners. So yeah, it's, we have to shine there. And what I liked especially about it, which is different from any other class, when we got together and when it's like when you do martial arts, because you're with masters, you take on all their knowledge too. And we
Yeah.
had that collective group knowledge that accelerated our growth. I found that. I don't know. And that's
It's
what
like
being part of the academy is like. You've got all that group knowledge, and when we even are just in that space together, I think we accelerate.
one of the most powerful things about the group dynamic, and I share with new students coming in, not only are you gaining the skills of every student who you're going through this process with, like I'll see trends coming through. But a trend of students working on light language right now coming in.
Oh, nice.
Coming in, right? But the beautiful thing is we leave our energy, we program this lineage forward and backward through time. So my students who are coming in now, who are bringing in this curiosity to open their light language and to develop it, are affecting my students who have already taken this course,
Yes.
my students who will take the course in the future, all of those students who have been Reiki masters like Rhonda Elliott who come into this space, who have that knowledge and that expertise, lend that strength and that energy to this lineage. When Teresa Warren continues her growth and expansion, and she hears the breath of dragons, and she recognizes that physical vibration on the planet, she brings that into the lineage forward and backward through time. It's powerful and very mystical the way this particular lineage of students studying the Akashic Records, and I consider myself a student of my own process. But there's a very mystical, magical way that we're all tied together and that we all can flourish and add healing and growth opportunities to the collective. Beautiful.
Life-changing. Yeah, I love that. I love that. So what's new coming up for you then?
Woo. As Nick is transitioning, or already did, I shouldn't even say as. Coach Nick is cutting his grass and enjoying a very peaceful life of mind and heart. And I really honor the growth that he has brought to me and that he is continuing to hold space for, in terms of allowing us all to follow our hearts, find your peace. For me, there's been a lot of transformation. I'm like, all right, it's all about what I want to do with this place now. So what is it? I'm so excited to, in the instructional time within our membership, I'm really focusing on training light workers. Just like the two of you came into my energy field and the Akashic Records were our area of expertise that we were diving into. I recognize that for people to have that level of a journey, for me to commit to that level of journey in my life, there were some foundational things that I needed. I needed an environment where I could train my body, my mind, my spirit. You have to cultivate the right environment for yourself to facilitate any kind of a change. And this is such an important mission for me that my focus is on creating that environment for light workers who are ready to grow and expand regardless of the level that you start, because it doesn't end. Wherever you are beginning, you are going to unravel quantum growth. This is not a space for everyone, especially the up-leveling that we're doing. The growth is quantum, and it's fast, and it's deep work. And we're creating the opportunity for those who are ready to get in there and get it, to have a space that you can go to, no excuses anymore. You can go, you can connect, you can train, and you can find out what the potential inside of you is that you're here to share, and practice growing it. The planet needs you right now. It doesn't work unless we're all up-leveling to our highest potential. And this is the place where you go to get the transformation, the support, the training to do that. This wisdom has been hidden on our planet. Hidden because the dense layer of consciousness that we're vibrating in doesn't allow us to see it and to come into connection with it. But as we all raise our own vibration, we create a powerful collective that allows massive amounts of information. And the more of us who come together seeking to hold a high vibration, the more access we get.
Yes.
So becoming a member of the Akashic Academy not only trains you, up-levels you as an individual, but it opens up the amount of access that can come in, the amount of information that can come into this planet. And like I shared with Amanda Marie on the show this morning, for those of you who are did not hang out for that show and are coming in now, the price for the membership is going to be going up. Right now it's $44.44 per month. Do not know what it's going up to yet. It is an immense value. Although I will tell you, at the Academy, we honor your price point for a lifetime membership wherever you come in. So if you want to dive in and check it out, there's no obligation to continue. Check it out for $44.44. I'll let you guys have the link that you can post up for the membership.
Yeah. It's
so
in the
important.
comments at the top. It's in the comments at the top.
Oh, perfect.
The membership links and all your information is in the comments at the top. And where to go and
Because the level of acceptance that we have there is what helps us to grow. Because when we're trying and we're waking up and we're finding our skills and we're finding non-acceptance in our own families who should obviously see the improvements in us, but it's not their time, it's not their journey. Here we all are. And with Emily at the Akashic Academy, you get your family. You get lifelong friends that are here to support you and not judge you. That is so valuable. And then you get training, sparking even more in you. What you learn grows inside of you and becomes something that we can all learn from. It's beautiful what comes through.
Yeah, and that the connection is so important because you are going to question yourself. I still question myself. Before I got on the show here, because these ladies are my deep soul sister friends, I got to share, like, I'm stepping into some very, very big shoes right now and have some opportunities to share the power of the Akashic Records with some major influence. And there was a part of me yesterday that came up that was like, who are you to do that? Like, it got me good.
Ooh.
And I recognized, I got to share with the girls, the vibration was so connected. I knew instantly it was birthed of the same energy frequency that did that to me once before when I was 19 years old. And I had just I had quit college in Missouri and decided I was going to be an actress. And people are like, what the hell? And here I come to Hollywood, and I've been here for 3 months. I literally lived on the street where the Hollywood sign's at the top of the street. Loneliness was kicking in, settling in. And I remember forcing myself to get out of my apartment and walk down to get a coffee and a bagel down the street and thinking to myself, you know what? I can leave all this big shit behind. I don't need this. I can be happy not pursue. I'll just go back to my little box. And I knew that I couldn't do that, but I knew that I had hit the point where I was seriously questioning my own sanity and my own decisions. Like, really? You moved away from your family? Really, Emily? And it still comes up. Came up for me yesterday. Now, at this point, I identified it as false, and I identified it as part of the pattern. And I instantly did things to shift my energy and to refocus and reground myself. But I didn't know how to do that 20 years ago. I didn't even know that it wasn't a real feeling. I thought that it was how I really felt. No, it was data. It's programming coming in. And you're going to experience that. If you commit to this, you're going to experience that, which is why the connection of the soul family is so important. And Rhonda, I know you had a really powerful insight that you titled the show today about those moments when we look back on our life.
Yeah, the difference between restorative, sorry, oh, I just got to remember, get my note out here. Restorative nostalgia versus reflective nostalgia. A lot of us look at the past and go, oh, the good old days, I wish we were back then, and if we could go back, and we try to live our life back like that. And do we really want to go back to sweeping the house instead of vacuuming? Do we really want to go back to adding by hand up the long columns of numbers? Do we really want to do that? Or do we want to have more a reflective nostalgia where we look back and go, oh my God, look at how far I've come. Look at what I learned there, and I'm not going to repeat that again. Just look at me now compared to then. And that's the reflective nostalgia. That's what we need to do. We don't look and say, geez, I wish I was living in my grandparents' time. Oh man, no, I don't. No, I don't. No, thank you. No,
I was filling up my chalice with ice water the other day. Went over to my fridge, and I'm just like, man, life is so easy right now. Like, I am not walking out to a well.
Yeah.
Isn't my life easy? That was easy. I really love that. That's a powerful one for me, diving into those little bitty moments of life when it's so easy.
Yes.
Yeah, and can you imagine going back to our grandparents' time? Like, we would have been shunned and probably put in stocks. So, or worse. And we could not have done this. We could not have even grown our minds and our gifts this much back then, because we would have been locked up as women.
And as women, we would have been having to silence our ideas and independent
or
thought.
they would have just stuck us into asylums and locked us up forever.
You hear voices, you hear dragons, you're crazy, yeah.
Teresa, what I want to know is, can you smell the dragon breath?
Okay, I smell more psychically than I do in real life, so that is something to know. When we're listening to it, the first thoughts that are going through my mind, is that interference? It's like, no, that's definite breathing. You can hear the little at the end of it, the little rattling growl, the raspiness and stuff. And you start to feel the whole vibrations. Once you realize it, you start to get the chills. And I think that's the point where I could smell something, and it's probably the breath, come to think of it, not the flesh or something. But yeah, I think, and then you hold your own breath. It's like, wow, whoa. It's the weirdest thing. It's the neatest feeling. So yes, there is a smell to it, but for me, it's so much more, it fills up everything. It's like, who knew we'd actually be able to hear them? Man.
It's really beautiful for me to witness your growth and connection to the dragon realm.
Can you feel that too?
Oh yes. Well, this was part of you, obviously, all of the time when you show up. It's part of who you are. But it's coming forward now. And as I witness the growth of all of my students who are now colleagues around me, it's so incredibly mystical and magical to learn this information that you're bringing through on dragons. I have not been necessarily super knowledgeable about my dragons, and I've learned so much from you. And to hear your experience connecting with them is really powerful and cool. I just love it.
They come to me most on Saturday mornings, which I don't know if that's a dragon day or what, but those are the mornings I probably give myself the opportunity to sleep in, and then that's where it's more of a lucid time, and the dragons come in and they give me the downloads for the different things coming up. And you are the one. Emily, I did connect with the dragons right before I met you. When you see a big old dragon eyeball, and it's so big like you can go into it, and then I didn't know what it was. I thought it was my third eye opening, and then it blinked at me, and I'm like, whoa. Well, now, after you giving me the space to grow, I've been able to find that meant that the dragon was signaling that it was ready to work with me. My higher self has been joining me more and more through all the eclipses. never would have happened did I not meet you that day through Paul Cousineau, you know? Yeah.
Paul's a part of the Divine team too. Paul runs our incredible website, theakashicacademy.com. Any entrepreneur who needs a beautiful infrastructure and a powerful team, he is your guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved him. And that's where I met you that day. Changed my life. Woo! Who knew? And remember that day in class, Karen Kay was there that day. And everybody's looking behind Karen Kay and they're seeing Archangel Gabriel. You remember that day?
I thought I remembered it was Raphael, but someone else might remember
Raphael.
It was Raphael. Raphael, you guys are all looking and you guys are seeing it. All I'm seeing is vibrations of color. So that's how I learned that I see angels. Before that, I never even thought about seeing angels, and there they all are, seeing the angel behind you. And now I can channel the angels. This is how far it went. And so it all came from you. Raphael was there because of you. You brought us that healing.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. Even if you are pretty far down the metaphysical rabbit hole, when the energies begin to emerge in your physical reality, and as we were all sitting there together, we could see the energy emerging on the screen, and it's quite incredible. And there's a part of you that checks yourself still even now. I mean, I'm letting it go more and more. Yep, it's real, it's real, it's real. One of the reasons why there isn't full-on extraterrestrial, extra dimensional disclosure, you hear so many people calling for disclosure.
Yeah.
It scares the holy living shit out of you. And they know, the light beings know, that if that energy collectively came up very powerfully like that, and every amount of fear that was inside of you came present, it wouldn't necessarily be the best thing for us. So there is an integration. And there is this crossover right now where we're experiencing it more in the physical. Teresa's hearing and smelling of the dragon breath that's coming online is evidence of this. Archangel Raphael emerging, as we all saw it there in the Zoom room together, behind Karen Kay, behind Sheaf, is evidence of this. Another reason why you need powerful, grounded people that you can trust, that aren't crazy either. And we can begin to harness this energy and call it forth. Fun. Bringing the magic and the mystery back to life is okay. It's what you need. It's what we're craving. It's why we feel so depressed and so inauthentic, because we have denied this aspect of ourselves. And I'm here to tell you it is okay to be as damn woo as you want to be. There is powerful magic that is surfacing on the planet the more you chase your woo-woo.
Yes. Chase your woo-woo. It makes every second sacred. Everything is sacred when you know how to see it.
Mm-hmm. And so you have to ask. You have to ask. So,
and you have to ask.
And you have to ask.
And allow.
And see my necklace, everyone? See my necklace, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. This is what you have to do. You have to ask for what you want in this life, or you don't get it. This is an example. A few years ago, my husband went away, and I didn't ask him for anything specific. This time I asked specific. This may be my husband, but he's, I just equate it to what I'm asking for. So I was very specific. I got better than I asked for because I just asked. I was specific. I wasn't going to say, I'll wait until it drops in my lap. No, you got to ask, and you got to be clear what you want, and you got to be specific what you want for your life, in your life. Write it down and do it, and you'll get so much more. And that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do.
Bring it in. Join the Akashic Academy. Yes. Bring it in.
And you're worth it. Yeah. So much better than Starbucks. So. Well, this is our last show on the Akashic Academy, and I kind of feel bad that Bex isn't here. And next week, we will be broadcasting from our page to the Akashic Academy at the same time, same station. We're not sure what goes on after that, but for the next couple of shows, we'll be doing it that way. So you can find our broadcast page for sure. we will be sharing it straight to the Akashic Academy at the same time. So we'll be simultaneous like we normally do anyways. Bex will be here with Teresa.
I say we will keep this page as a hub, so everyone can stay connected. You will know exactly where your hosts are. Furthermore, we're not taking content down from this page. So if you want to come back and revisit any of your shows, it's all an open forum for everyone to come and go and make sure that we all know where each other is.
That's so awesome of you. And we just are so grateful for the opportunity you've given us and continue to give us, and all that time and effort that's gone in. And, you know, karma isn't always a bitch, like I always say. Sometimes it comes back to you, you know, when you throw your bread upon the water, it comes back to you in many ways.
Oh, yeah.
I was at church this morning. So it's all good. And next week, if I'm not here, the girls will be here, and we're bringing in a couple of our friends. Kiralani and Haley Lynn is coming in as well. So we're going to have a show with them. And whoever shares out the most again today wins with Bex. Whoever shared out last week won with me, and that was Saskia Vanderhoff. So Saskia, I'll be in touch with you about that.
Congratulations.
And so share out for Bex, and she'll be here next week holding the fort with Teresa. I'm not sure I can get Wi-Fi or even a signal where I am, but we'll try. So
we'll try, yeah.
Emily, you remain our friend forever, and we wish we're going to be in the tribe, so, you know, it's just like a short walk over to there from here.
Yes. A short walk.
Short walk. Someday I'm going to meet you in person. Of course, you have the open invitation to come up and see me anytime you like in Canada, where I live in the hub of UFO country. So
yes, the Nixty City.
Travel and breaking out of, I can get very, very locked in my home, my office, doing a lot of work. In the beginning of really uplifting a powerful movement like this, there are not only a lot of visionary work to be done, but a lot of secretarial work to be done, folks. And I show up and do all of it. And I can get very locked in my space here. Traveling is something that is opening up for me. I have set an intention to do more of it. It is instantly opening up in my world. And Rhonda, I will be there UFO watching. I hope travel's opening up for you guys too, because you want to know a little secret behind the scenes going on in terms of all this transition that's being built. Robin McClendon is mentoring me on creating the first retreat. It's going to be a trek, going to go from Lake Tahoe, following the Truckee River, down to Pyramid Lake. It is going to be a pilgrimage.
I'm there.
If you guys, I work with powerhouse people here around this place. Robin's another one of our hosts. She just got back from Europe, where she took women across the Mary Magdalene ley line. Within our community, we have experts and experienced guides who have created these kind of journey experiences before, and we are creating them for you at the Akashic Academy to further the transformation. This is going to be a vision quest that will be part of my Akashic Records mastermind training. So when you sign on to become my student, this will be part of the package that's available to you. And I cannot wait. It's not only available to students, it'll be open to former students, Academy members. There's just more, and I cannot wait. Can't wait. I'm
hoping
next year in April, then I have the perfect excuse to go, because that's my birthday.
Yes, do it, Rhonda.
Karen K says, "Yeah, can she bring her metal detector?"
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. She'll bring us treasures to look at and learn from. Beautiful.
Well, thank you all. I kind of hate hanging up, but I know we
gotta go.
Yeah.
And because we don't want to get in trouble with the boss for being over. So we've always been the bad girls. But we love everybody here, all the people that watch us. We can't say enough how much we are, how much we love you all. Sometimes we don't respond to the comments right away because we like to give our full attention, but I try and keep watching, and everybody from all across the world come and watch us, and we are just so amazed and so honored and so blessed to have this opportunity with you, Emily, and we love you, and we'll be that's all I can say. So thank you, everybody who's watching. Watch us next week. We will be here, and we will be on our Spirit Sessions page. The links are in the comments. The links to join the Academy are in the comments. So check us all out, and we love you.
Thank you. Thank you for all the blessings. Ooh.